Hey y'all, welcome to Windmill Farms here in North Mississippi. It's Grizz with Sitting in the Shade. This week, I'm gonna bring to you a plant that I think every homesteader needs if they're able to grow it in their area. Now, everybody can have it outside and then in a greenhouse, but here in the South, it grows throughout the year and it will die off in the winter. The taproot stays good and it will grow even bigger and better the next year, and that's lamb's ear. Y'all come in back this week and learn about lamb's ear on Sitting in the Shade with Grizz. Hey y'all, this week on Sitting in the Shade, I'm gonna bring to you lamb's ear. Okay, this is some I collected off the side of the road, so some of it don't look real good just yet. I'm gonna take it and transplant it. But this right here is a perfect thing that in my opinion, every homesteader needs growing. For the simple fact, especially if you're truly homesteading off the grid like Doug and Stacy and them are doing, way out in the middle of nowhere and completely off the grid. The reason is this thing right here will help you if you get cut. Let's say you're out doing something, you're doing a wire, your bob wire cuts your arm. For whatever reason, you're throwing you're doing stuff with your axe and it slips and catches side of your leg, your foot, whatever the reasoning is. This could be the difference between living and dying for some people. Lamb's ear has been known to both hunters and soldiers for centuries. And you hear me? For this has been around for years. The good thing about it is this piece of leaf right here, if I had a big cut on my arm right here, I could take this leaf, put it down next to it, and use it to, sorry, we got cats. Use it to absorb the blood. If you've ever felt lamb's ear, it's real thick and it's got an absorbent property to it. Okay, I don't know if you can see the thickness in there, but it's kind of thick and it's got an absorbent property to it. Okay, but here's the kicker: if you can't get to help anytime soon, this right here will help keep you getting an infection. This is antimicrobial, this is also an antiseptic, and it's also anti-inflammatory. So for the wound to swell up and get inflammatory and everything, this right here is helping you with everything that you always have a problem with anybody getting a wound. A hunter that's 20 miles off the beaten path in Colorado or Wyoming, to get him to where he can get back to the actual help to help him get stitched up if he can't stitch stuff up himself. As you see, it's a beautiful plant. It's a low growing shrub. I don't like it to comfrey, but it kind of spreads out like a comfrey plant does. But like I said, this thing right here is unbelievable. It's beautiful on the farm, but like if you looked at my video Sitting in the Shade last week, I did spider's wort. That kind of grows up tall, kind of looks like a lily or something of that nature. Okay. This right here is a good companion to be grown with it because it grows down and it grows compact and you can put it right in front of it. Now where the spiderwort roots go down, but they're not very deep, they kind of go out. This is like comfrey in that it has a very, very deep, and every year it grows even deeper taproot that brings nutrients to the surface, okay? You just gonna follow me? And then, like I said, I harvest this off the side of the road, so let me turn this over and show you. Look at that taproot. Alright? As long as you get that taproot up and you get some of the dirt with it and you transplant it with some of the dirt, you shouldn't have any problems with this. Now granted, this can be bought in a lot of the nurseries. A lot of people buy this to put in the front of their beds as a filler, kind of like you do a hosta, which we'll talk about hosta another time. It's in that same way that people will use it as a landscaping filler. But I really don't think most folks understand what this leaf can actually do for you. I'm actually going to try this year to do a few other things with it and see if I can get some more uses out of it. But just the use of being able to clot a wound, because it will clot the wound. There's properties in this that are like the clot wounds that packages that you can get now for like police officers, paramedics, firefighters and stuff have, that you can put in and it helps clot. This also helps clot. The antimicrobial, the antibacterial, the anti-inflammatory, and it also absorbs. So you actually have your own bandage right there. You just put one on, put another one on top of it, and if you have to, take a piece of your shirt, your sock, anything, if you like us and you got wisteria and you got kudzu everywhere, take a piece of kudzu, wrap around it, and make your own knot to keep it on there until such time as you can get somewhere else to get that wound looked after, okay? So I hope this little quick tidbit of sitting in the shade helps you this time. Like I said, I think this is one of those plants that just everybody needs on the thing. Not only that, the leaves, if you don't use them, they make great compost too. So it's another use that you can get off of it. Like I said, if my other experiment works later in the year, I'll come back and do an admin to this to let y'all know. But like I said, just for them properties alone, this should be something that is on everybody. And I do mean everybody's property, because this will be the difference between you getting an infection, losing a limb, losing a finger, or whatever, until you can get somewhere and get it looked after by a professional, all right? So I hope you enjoyed it this week. As y'all see, the animals are not near as energetic as they were last week during the filming, sitting in the shade. We got way too much footage of them, bloopers of them getting in the middle of my stuff last time. But I'm glad this time it went off without a hitch. But y'all, seriously, consider lamb's ear for your garden. I think you'll be impressed with it, and I know you'll not be disappointed with it at all, okay? So look, if y'all enjoyed the information this week, hit that like button down there, please. Share it with anybody you think that needs to know the information just as well. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe, please. We love it when new people subscribe. We love it when y'all comment. If y'all leave us a comment down at the bottom, I would most appreciate it. I love answering them things when I get a chance. And I love just interacting with our viewers and our family, because believe it or not, we consider this to be one big, huge family in its own right. All right? So look, y'all come on back and join me next week for Sitting in the Shade. We're going to switch gears a little bit for next week. It'll still be a good video, but it's going to be a little bit different. But we'll still be sitting right here in the shade underneath my oak tree in the front yard, if the weather's permitting, everything looks good, all right? So y'all join us next week, and we have Bear and Grizz this week, and the two of them and myself will tell y'all to have a blessed day, and as always, be safe.
Y'all, just the joy of having animals and a YouTube channel, because you never know what they're going to do and how they're going to get in the middle of it. I think our animals just want the YouTube channel to be about them. Am I wrong? No, I'm not.
I think anybody, it had to be you, Bear. You fart, you stink. God.
Are you trying to smoke Daddy out?
I don't know what he's trying to do.
I think it's nap time. No? Yeah, maybe.
Cookie's out in the sun. That's a good picture. You ought to get that for your Instagram.
I think I did.
It was